Good morning. It is Wednesday today. Peter's making some rhubarb muffins, but he put frozen rhubarb in, and then when he added the milk froze. So we're trying to get that thawed out.
By adding more water.
Makes it more watery. And I want playtime.
Now Peter's making scrambled eggs. Peter loves making breakfast, and it's very helpful to the family. Here's what's for breakfast today. Peter made eggs and whole wheat rhubarb muffins. It looks like a little girlie wants some.
Me too.
Get that for you, Lillian.
Okay. Daddy's gonna be my birthday. Next day gonna be the 4th day, and the next day gonna be the 5th day.
Yes, Grace is trying to say it's going to be her birthday in 4 days, and she's going to be 4 years old.
Grace, who has to sing happy birthday?
It's a little early for that.
That's okay.
I'm working on putting my dinner together for tonight in the crock pot. We're gonna do something that I used to have as a kid. I couldn't find the recipe because I used to make it, but I don't remember where I found the recipe. So I called my mom and she goes, oh, I have, she goes, I have it here. She goes, I haven't made it in ages. So anyways, what it is it's almost like a shepherd's pie, but not exactly. So we're gonna take hamburger, we're gonna take a bunch of spices. The spices are something that I'm adding, not included in the recipe. Tomato soup, some beef bouillon, some mixed vegetables, onions, celery, and then some potatoes. And we're just gonna toss all that right in the crock pot. If you wanna see more of this recipe, check out the meal plan video for this week because I'll have all of this inside that video there. But while I was working on getting all that assembled, I was talking to Art. You guys, today's video was about what's going on in YouTube and how that's affecting us. And one of the things you guys said, you want to see my ordinary everyday life, even if I say it's boring. So I'm gonna just tell you the nitty gritty here. I was on the phone working on assembling these ingredients because I tend to try to multitask. And a couple things Art and I were discussing, one of them being a vendor fair that we're hoping that we might be able to attend for Art's business. It's a homeschool vendor fair, but we'd like to get his shop. First of all, we want to sell some of his instruments. If you've watched our vlog for any period of time, you know that he has too many instruments in inventory. It's just something that he has bought them because customers bring them in and sell them to him. However, people don't tend to come to his shop to buy them. So what we're trying to do is get our name out there as not only as a repair shop, but also as a place to come for good quality used musical instruments. One of the ways we'd like to do that is within the homeschool community. We're thinking that we'd like to go to this vendor fair, and I don't know if it would just be Art's shop or if Charity would do some of her Etsy things or if I would have some of my 31 there and just do like a family table. We're not sure about that. That's what I've been working on for the time being. It's almost lunchtime. I didn't get lunch in the crock pot in time. Daniel is calm. I think Charity's holding him. He was sleeping in his crib. I think she's holding him now. And I'm trying to get dinner in the crock pot. So we have dinner for tonight. And then, well, lunch, Art said, he goes, don't worry about lunch. He goes, I think I'm going to make matzo pizza. So this is real life, folks. Not a lot really happening. We're just trying to I'm trying to use my time as best as I can, doing this, that, and the other, all while, taking care of Daniel. So that's the scoop. I'm going to put the camera down before Daniel needs me to feed him again and see if I can get this dinner in the crock pot. So I'm pulling out the potatoes for my recipe, and I thought this one is really, really cool growing potatoes. And if any of you guys would normally throw these out, you don't need to. You can actually just pull off those eyes, just because obviously the potatoes are growing faster than I can use them, because I had a baby. Just pull off the eyes, and then I'll just wash the potato up. The potato's still really nice and firm, it's nice and firm, so you still can use it. So if you ever have potatoes growing like that and you have eyes and you think you need to throw them out, don't throw them out. They're perfectly good. Just pull off the eyes and, put them in the compost pile and keep going with your potatoes. It's super economical to not throw out things like that. Here's another, look at that. Isn't that cool? It doesn't take much to amaze me and growing things. Now, if it was garden season and if you wanted to grow potatoes, what you guys can do is actually cut off, you know, a little section here all the way around this eye. You can plant this in the garden and you will grow yourself potatoes. I've done that many years. I don't usually use a lot of potatoes in my garden space just because it takes, they take up more time and space than I could get them at the grocery store for cheaper. So that's why I don't grow potatoes. But if I had a lot of space, I would. Oh, somebody's here. Hey, monkey.
For lunch, we are having matzo pizzas, and the girls want to help.
Yum. I like them.
Yeah, they are yummy.
Tortillas are even better, these.
Or tortilla pizzas, yes, those are good too.
Matzo pizzas are even better. And they get really quickly, and that's my favorite part about them.
Here are the matzo pizzas for lunch. And we're also having a little salad with it. And some apples.
That looks like the cello player.
Not you, Peter.
When she made it, said she cooked it on high for 2 to 4 hours, so let's hope that works out really well. And in classic mom life, like I told you, this is just real life, and this is why I haven't been filming, is because life gets so insanely crazy. But it is it is 2 o'clock. It's after 2 o'clock. And the only reason dinner actually got made was because Art cut the potatoes for me. Because after I got off filming earlier, we had to make lunch. We finished lunch, Daniel started crying, I need to take care of Daniel, so Daniel is sleeping again. I'm trying to get dinner going, and Art's going off to the work, and John is working on his video for Marbles for Autism. If you haven't checked out that channel, he's having a lot of fun doing those videos there, and they're kind of fun, they're interesting, and they even have the famous Dr. Franklin Orb, which is Art's, what are you, a voice?
Yes. The marble scientist.
The Marble Scientist. Yeah, lots of fun over there. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Get your giggles. It's kind of fun.
We're out doing a few errands, and we got to see a train. Well, we get to see a train.
Here it comes.
Where is it? Which way is it coming from?
Like this way.
We love trains.
What do you think? Amtrak?
There it is, Amtrak.
It is Amtrak. 104. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice short one.
Those are the fastest trains ever.
We had to run out to the post office to do some mailing, and then the emergency squad had some work done, and Charity and I have been, well, Charity primarily has been doing some helping, some brainstorming, and we're in the process of putting together a nice vinyl, we're decorating it, but a nice vinyl cling for the wall with our mission statement, something that we came up with years ago, not Charity, actually the whole agency came together with this, and we thought, you know, now that we have a new place for it, it would be really nice to have the mission statement attached right to the wall in a nice large broad area so everyone who comes in knows what our goals are. Some of you ask, you're newer and you ask about Charity and the emergency squad. Pretty much she is a junior member, and that means she doesn't do a lot with patient care, but she observes and she gets to help in ways that the crew directs her. So it might be carrying equipment, it might be just talking to the patient, things like that. She has been doing that for 2 years now, and for those of you who don't know, that I've been a member of the agency for almost 18 years. I volunteered my time as an EMT, and although I'm not currently riding because I just had a baby, Charity has been riding, and we're pretty involved with the agency as a whole because we really want to support our local volunteers. And oh, the bell's going off at the church. So that's a little bit of background of how Charity got into the emergency squad and what she does there.
I have a video if you want to see more.
And if you want to see more of what Charity does, she actually has her own channel. I'll put that link in the description below so you guys can check that out and see what she does. She has her own things that she does. We also had to pick up some paperwork because Charity is now an official, what would you call her?
I'm paid.
She's a paid employee. Charity got a a job. So we had to get the paperwork, and we're going to be having to do filling that out and get that taken care of. So lots of little things that needs to be done. I'm hoping my stuff in the crock pot is done because I didn't get it in until 2 o'clock. So I'm going to go home. We're going to check that out, see if it's done, and go from there. So the potatoes are still crunchy. So we're going to Plan B. We're having leftovers, and we'll have that for dinner tomorrow night. Isn't that how it always goes? But Art, you're a good sport about it.
Fine with me. I like leftovers.
And
We got something from Ireland. Hey, it looks like a St. Patrick's Day card.
Oh, you know,
from
is it the
Ireland.
same one that we got from the same viewer from last year?
Let's see. May the Irish hills caress you. May her lakes and rivers bless you. May the luck of the Irish enfold you. May the blessings of St. Patrick behold you. From Caroline Mullen.
We did hear from her last year.
Right,
I actually
and I
came
think the year before.
I came across her card the other day when I was going through all of our cards from our viewers.
Right. It's getting late, and we hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you tomorrow.